restraints.
Hey, yo, what's up guys? BKV2, Bitch Kid V2 right here. What the fuck is up? You already know I'm gonna lose my virginity before the Xbox One come out, but today is not about me losing my virginity. Today is a sad day for gamers, and I guess you can say people who like to read thriller books, because Tom Clancy has died today at Johns Hopkins Hospital. And I'm not necessarily affected by the death, and I don't really think most of the die-hard Tom Clancy gamers would be affected by it, but I guess I could give you guys some fond memories that I have with the Tom Clancy games and shit like that. And to tell you the truth, Tom Clancy actually gave me my first taste of porn. So, you know, I know you're not alive, but if I was to ever be a spokesperson at your funeral, that's what I would have to say. So thank you, Tom Clancy. But anyways, I got Splinter Cell Blacklist gameplay right here. It's on rookie mode. Don't tell me I'm a fucking noob. I know that. The only reason why I did this is because I suck at stealth games, and I don't want to disappoint Tom Clancy while he's deceased. Like, you can't just put up a regular gameplay of you getting caught on one of his games. You can't do that. So my memories of Tom Clancy, to tell you the truth, I never really played his games like that. Like, I had Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and Rainbow Six Vegas 2, and I guess you could say from Splinter Cell Double Agent to basically what it is now. But anything before those, I never really had. I remember I was in Toys R Us one day, and I seen, I don't know which one it was. I think it was Lockdown. It had like a little terrorist on the cover, and it was a red cover, and I guess it was Lockdown, and I was actually gonna pick it up, but I think some other wrestling game was out by then. I might have actually picked up Crush Hour, WWF Crush Hour that time, which was one of the worst wrestling spin-offs of all time. Car combat with wrestlers, please, no, fuck no. And I think I had picked that up that day, but the reason why I was almost going to pick up Tom Clancy Lockdown is because back then, I always was in love with the concept of creating your own person and immersing him into the video game world. Because now, you're not using a pre-made character that the developers want you to use, you know? You're putting your likeness in there, your sexiness, your fucking creativeness, and you're guiding him through your virtual world. So I didn't pick it up, but I will say that with Rainbow Six Vegas 2 was probably the most I ever got out of Tom Clancy experience, and that's mainly because I had Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2 for a while. Like, they was always sitting around my house, and I never really played it that much. I played Vegas 2 a lot with my cousin. We did co-op campaign, and I remember I'd have my guy dressed up in like this, it was so fucking sick, in like this all blue camo, and he had on the Carmine helmet, because if you didn't know, the Carmine helmet is really the flight helmet in real military life. And I had him in that, and I used to run around with the silence pistol and shit, and we just used to have fun, and we used to play the same missions over and over, because it took so long to level up your guy, and you know, the higher levels got these beast ass camos. I remember they were called like the elite camos, and they were beastly as hell. But you know, after my cousin like moved away and that was that, Vegas 2 was collecting dust. And then my friend, who, as you all know, old school BKV2 fans, Justin, the one that introduced me to porn, you know, he came around, and I was like, okay, I got all these games sitting around, and most of the games I had sitting around had online to it, but I just never fucked with the online. So this was a period of time where I was just getting a lot of games and just messing with the online component, and me and my friends stumbled upon Vegas 2, and it was just awesome. Like, we was using our created characters, and I remember, like, you'd take the submachine gun, or any gun for that matter, and you wouldn't even aim with it. All you would have to do is just blind fire, which is basically spraying and praying now, and you got so many kills. And I remember me and him used to do that. He used to rage so fucking much, and use that, what was that pistol called? The G10? The G3? You know, the little automatic pistol that shoots like a submachine gun. He used to use that a lot. And I remember we used to stay up all night playing Vegas 2 online. I remember. And I got my first taste of porn off a Tom Clancy game when this dude used to play porn over the mic. You know, it'll be 3 o'clock in the morning and we're both sitting here killing people in Vegas too, and then every few 5 minutes you hear, oh yeah, harder. And the reason why I got my first taste of porn was because this was around the time when I thought porn was wrong. Like, I thought watching it was just a sin, and you know, it was horrible. Like, how bad of a person could you be to do that? And I remember the first thing that the main thing I heard was this. I heard the bitch moan. She was like, oh yeah, harder, you know, whatever a bitch says while she's getting fucked. And then at the end, she was like, oh, that was great. And then the guy goes like, miss, you have a great pretty pink pussy. And I remember that so much because it was like my first experience hearing porn over the mic, and it's kind of what converted me from, oh, porn is bad, to, hey, I kind of like this shit. So yeah, Tom Clancy, rest in peace. You will all be missed by your family members, your friends, the people that played your games. You'll be missed by me. You know, your games will still live on, and I hope that in Tom Clancy's The Division, they'll have like a little Easter egg dedicated to you. And thank you, Tom Clancy, for getting me into porn. With that said, I'm BKV2, and rest in peace, Tom Clancy.